I bought this white pie pumpkin. I wonder which way's up. At the local used to be Amish store for $1 last week, and I'm done with my butternut squash. In fact, I think I'll buy another one. That was $2. So if I can cut this open, I'm going to bake it. I think I'm going to have problems cutting it open. Also, my current idea is to cut just the edge off of here so I can set it on its side. Okay. And look, it is white on the inside. Looks like a tortilla, sort of. I wonder if it's any sweeter. I wonder if you can eat it raw. No, it's hard. Somehow I think my knife is going to get stuck in here like Excalibur. I had an expensive, what do you call those fancy knives that they come around selling to you? Cutco. Yeah, I had a former student sell me this knife. Not this one. Cutco knife for, I don't know, $100, and the thing is worthless. The blade is too thick. This is my good old imperial knife that, who knows, it might have been a wedding present 40 years ago. Now, I don't want to do any damage to my favorite knife, that's for sure. I did read that this works. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea what I'm doing. We are making progress. Be careful, knife. I'll never forgive myself if I hurt my knife. My favorite knife. Huh. I think we're through on that side. Either that or my knife broke. Okay, now if I had brute strength, I would just break this apart. It's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. Come on, let's go. I have an orange one outside too. If I get this one done, you know, I should probably just do both of them and bake them all at once. Whoa, whoa, he almost hit the floor. Okay. You know what, there's not really a whole lot of pumpkin there, but that's okay. I actually bought them for the seeds. So, you know what? Let's go get the orange one. Let's cut him apart, and then I'll roast these seeds. Pumpkin number 2. This one cut off a lot easier here, and this one's much lighter, so I don't know. There may not be much flesh to it either. Now that I sort of know what I'm doing, let's go to it. And this one seems to be cutting much easier. What's that mean? It's not as dense. You put a lot of force on the very bottom end there of the pumpkin. I mean, of the knife. Hey, all these years I've not been baking my own pumpkin because I thought it was impossible to cut. I mean, I've got squashes, what, Hubbard squash and stuff that I have no way to cut. But look, I'm doing this with one hand. Hey, this is the way to go. I didn't even need my mallet on this one. Right, the reveal. Don't fall on the floor. Come on, let's go. Don't cut myself with a knife. There we go. Yeah. See the difference in color? Well, there we go. Yeah, this doesn't, look at the difference in thickness. This is just a skinny little thing compared to squash. Maybe the seeds look bigger. Are they? Ah, can have some delicious, delicious seeds here, that's for sure. These two are ready to go in. Well, these cleaned up a little easier. Not too many strings there. A little more easily than the orange ones did. And, oh, looks like the bacon's ready. Oh, let's not do that. I did try to poke the skins a little bit with a knife. When it gets a little more tender, I will poke it again. Okay, let's pat these dry. I am the only one in my family who likes fresh roasted pumpkin seeds. And you know what? For once, that's a good thing. It means I don't have to share. Okay. Ooh, I think I got too much oil. It's maybe a tablespoon of oil. Oh well, it's okay. I'll probably have to... pumpkin seeds overboard. Oh well. I'm probably going to have to add more salt once they've roasted, because it seems like this is just sticking to the bottom. That's okay. We will taste them once they've... These are kind of fun. There's like no friction between them at all. They just sort of slide around. Look at that. Whee! It's a good way to lose some more. Look at that. Okay. Time to go in the oven. I'm not exactly sure how to tell if this is done. Let's see. Maybe I can just let it steam a while upside down. Oh, it does seem like it's done. Okay, time to put the other one in. Yeah, look, he's shrinking. Make a enchilada out of him. Alright, time to put this one in. After a little over 20 minutes, maybe closer to 25, they're definitely done now. Definitely done now. In fact, I think I'm going to take them off this hot pan so they don't continue to roast and get too dark. I did that with pecans I was roasting last week, got them just a little bit too brown. It's okay. This will last me, oh, I don't know, a couple days, maybe 3. Well, look how stringy that is. It almost looks like spaghetti squash. And to be honest, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. It's not as orange as canned pumpkin. It's the same color as butternut squash, but in my opinion, butternut squash has a much richer flavor. So I'm not going to make any more, not going to buy any more pie pumpkins, but I think I will, maybe even today, go to Troyer's and buy a couple more butternut squash. And this worked pretty well. Skip the blender, mash them up good with the, oh, I love this potato masher. Don't think you can find them like this anymore, really heavy duty. And then just use the immersion blender. So we'll do the same thing now with this. I don't think I should stick the immersion blender right in here, right? Bad idea? What do you think? Yeah, terrible idea. The orange pie pumpkin made 3 pints. 3 pints of puree. Just pretty smooth. That's good. Okay, I gotta admit, scraping this out was actually kind of fun. You know, there's spots that weren't as, yeah, like that's a little tough. We'll just leave that go, but some came out really easy, nice and smooth. We've got, oh, this is still hot. Got a bowl here. Looks like mashed potatoes, doesn't it? Kinda. Time to mash this up. See the liquid there? Oh, this was a surprise to me. I didn't add any water, and I thought that the white pumpkin, you know, the flesh was more dense, but once it baked, it is a lot more watery. Huh. Maybe it will blend up easier with the immersion blender then. Looks like applesauce, doesn't it? Since the white was so watery, I am going to strain off some of that liquid before I freeze it. And here's the final result. 3 pints of white, probably drained off at least a cup of liquid, maybe more than that, and 3 pints of orange. No need to drain off that liquid. I'll save one in the refrigerator to use this week, and the other ones I will freeze and mark so I don't get out something thinking it's applesauce and it ends up being squash. Okay, pumpkin.